I had a long talk with my husband, Jacques, and he's not too happy with the Chica stand-up comic. He would prefer something like Chica Chat, like just gossip that wives do over their husband and so on. I kind of agree with him. Yeah, so let's just not make fun of him. Uh, you know, but just woman to woman talk, gossip. That's more fun. So here's what's happened today. Before I start, I need to tell you that I'm pretty fat. I'm a fat old cat. I'm going to be 20 soon. And my husband, Jacques, is going to be 80 soon. But he can still pick me up and hold me in his arms. No problem. Actually, we're probably the same age if you adjust for cat age, white man age. We'll probably die together in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. I don't know. It's okay. But what's not okay is that in our house there's a white woman. It's Jacques' sister-in-law, Camille. And when Jacques' wife passed away 3 years ago, he had promised her to take care of his sister, who was in bed most of the day, watching serials on TV because her back hurts so much. She has to walk with a walker around the house, and it's not pretty. But Jacques is very happy to take care of her. But this morning, I know it's Sunday, he shouldn't have been working, but he was working in his workshop. And the workshop is like separated from the house by a laundry room. So there's a couple of doors there that prevents the noise from going from one place to the other. And by the way, my husband never wanted me around when he works, so I never go there, and I guess you understand that, but to me, I thought maybe he had another cat there. Men do that. So I got a little bit kind of worried and maybe a little bit jealous. So what I did, I sneaked into the workshop. That was a couple of days ago. He didn't notice me, and I was happy to see there was no other cat there to tickle his fancy, whatever. But he locked me in. So that night, I had no place to go, and I cried and cried, but he couldn't hear me. The doors were closed. So the next morning, he thought I had left him for another man. He was worried. But then he saw me, and we ended up, kissing and all that, which typically happens with every couple, I guess. But this Sunday morning, something worse happened. Camille was walking towards the kitchen, and she tripped, fell on her knees, and couldn't get up. Now, I'm pretty heavy, but I can still jump on the bed, and I do it a lot. But Camille, poor Camille, she can't do that. She couldn't get up. She screamed and screamed, but Jacques couldn't hear her. He was in the workshop working on a Sunday. I was going out of my mind. I couldn't do a thing. And she was screaming and hollering. I was so worried. But then, thank God, she has a thing she wears around her neck. She pressed the button, and a great big fire engine came with 4 firemen carrying a stretcher and backpacks and all that, and they walked right in and they picked her up, sat her on a chair. So Jacques comes out of his workshop and he sees her, confused. He could never have lifted her up. She's 180 pounds. He can barely lift 150 pounds. And so he thanks these men for coming over. But she was so angry at him. And Jacques says, yeah, I did hear some faint screams, but I thought they were, the shows you watch on TV, they're always full of screams and hollering. The telenovelas she watches all the time. Night and day, but she never shuts her TV down, even when she's sleeping. Oh boy, it was so embarrassing. So, my husband, the first thing he did is go on Amazon and look for a crane, a household crane with a crank, where he could pick her up if she fell again. And then he bought some wedges for the doors so they never shut. So when he goes in his workshop, he won't shut the doors so he can hear better what's going on in the house. Oh boy, poor Jacques. So anyways, it's one of those days. But Camille says she's paying $39 a month. And she doesn't mind having those big men come in and help her up. And I know it kind of hurts my husband's pride, to have all these fire trucks come in our quiet street. And people think that we're catching fire. They might recognize that this triple garage is actually a workshop and start to worry about us. Whatever. Anyway, that's all the gossip I have for today. I'm just an ordinary wife. I have my ups and downs. Sometimes I'm a little jealous and all that. But we're a pretty happy couple. And I want to live our best years together without any of that drama, We don't like drama. We like a little theater. Like what you have here is called Chicachat. And I hope you come back. It was a lot of fun talking to you. Well, bye now. Next chat. By the way, chat is chat in French, which means cat for those of you who are more educated. Kind of funny, no? Chicachat. It's almost a bilingual title. Hey, maybe we'll do one in French. Hey, bye-bye now. Thanks for coming.